Hi, everybody. Kind of a crazy spring day today. I mean, I've been sitting here putting this video together. It's coming up on 5 o'clock, and I've literally seen two passing showers, heard some gusty winds, and now I'm back to sunshine. And that whole cycle went around twice in about the last 20 minutes. So, again, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the Portland, Vancouver area. A lot of what I use is my weather site, portlandweather.com. The big story is still that we're getting out of this cool, wet weather pattern, and we're going to get into the warmest weather that we have seen so far this season or year across the Pacific Northwest. I do have one more day of possible showers on Tuesday. Wednesday, still the turnaround day. The warm ridging taking hold no later than Thursday. It looks like Thursday could hit 80 for the first time this year, and then certainly up into the 80s after that for Portland and really much of Oregon. And more on all of that coming up. I do want to take a moment and go over some rain totals. Here's a look at what we've got going on right now. Most of the cameras, theirs looks like a shower out in the gorge, Cathedral Ridge Winery. Most of the cameras are showing kind of a partly cloudy mix. Look at Camas Meadows. That's ominous cloud cover right there. The coast is like the valley. We've seen a mix of some showers and partly cloudy skies. I do want to give a big shout out to my newest live camera network member, and that is Persimmon Country Club. This is their golf course. This is in Gresham. It sits up at about 1,000 feet. On a clear day, right about in here, you would see Mount Hood. You can see a shower right there in the horizon, but especially in the wintertime, this will be interesting because, again, this is up on a hill in the Gresham area at about 1,000 feet in elevation. But like the rest of it, it's a mix of showers and certainly a lot of cloud cover out there today. Okay, here's the radar, and let me just go through. These are May rain totals. So we picked up a little bit of rain the first couple of days. Much of the totals I'm about to give you is really what has fallen last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, last night into today. So as of 4:30 this afternoon, Portland, PDX for May, 1.77 inches of rain, 1.77. Now keep in mind, for the entire month of April, Portland picked up 1.79. That was for the entire month of April, 1.79. And we're at 1.77 and counting on this 6th day of May. So clearly, May's been off to a wet start, and we're well on track to get up to 2.5 inches, which is considered normal for the month. Some other totals. So remember, you go back to Friday and to Saturday, there were heftier rain totals as you went south. So again, Portland for May so far, 1.77. Salem, 2.71. Almost another inch of rain. Astoria up on the north coast, 1.95, not as much. Eugene, now we're moving south, 2.63. The Dow's out in the gorge, 67 100ths. And Redmond setting at just under 1/2 of an inch, which are both respectable above normal moisture amounts for this early in May. And then if you get down into Medford, it wasn't as much. Again, the sweet spot was kind of the North Bend, Coos Bay area up through Roseburg. When you got down to Medford, 1.12. North Bend, for example, 2.53. And again, the highest amount, Eugene, 2.63. So evidence, though, this has been wide encompassing snow. There were reports of 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches of snow on the ground at 2,000 feet, all the way in the Burns area out in southeastern Oregon. So really, that's great news. Now, on the radar, you see some of the bright yellow colors. We've had reports of hail. We've had lightning and thunder detected as well. Here's the speckled cloud. That's the chilly air mass coming in. We will carry a shower chance tomorrow. But here's the deal. Today, the atmosphere became increasingly unstable as we have marched through the day, and especially with the sun breaks adding to that. But tomorrow, as we go through the day, the atmosphere gets increasingly stable. So I think there's a good chance the shower chance will eventually taper off tomorrow, or at least become very, very far and few. We had a cold front come through early this morning. Here it is moving into eastern Oregon. No more weather systems will come through our area for the foreseeable future. Back in here, right there is the ridging taking place that will bring us to 80s. That means this weather system back in here is going to hold off. This ridging slowly starts to move in tomorrow, really starts to take hold Wednesday into Thursday. And again, there's no weather systems coming in tomorrow. So as the atmosphere starts to warm up and stabilize, the chance of showers will eventually tomorrow, I think, come come to an end. I do want to show you the National Blended radar model, and this is probably overdone. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon. Big chunks of rain out east. That's where that front is pushing through to. We've got a good chunk of rain up over the Cascades to snow. The snow level's been 4,000 feet to a little bit higher for sticking snow this afternoon. Timberline has picked up 10 inches in the past 24 hours. Really big snow for May. So we have scattered showers continuing tonight. There probably will be some showers in the radar when you wake up tomorrow morning. But here's tomorrow getting into the afternoon. Notice how the number of showers is becoming fewer. This is really mostly rain banking up against the Cascades at this point. And then we get into tomorrow evening, we're totally dry. That makes sense. Once the sun angle gets low tomorrow, the shower chance will end, and really across the entire state, as you can see, and Washington, dry weather sets in, and then we don't have a drop of rain in the forecast all the way into the mid part, through the mid part of next week at this time. Okay, a quick pause to shout out the Momentous Wealth podcast. Todd Pisarchik's team and his firm, Momentous Wealth Management, putting their podcast together. This is for kind of the do's and don'ts on a wide variety of investing topics. You can find Todd's podcast. There's quite a list already he's put together on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Again, with topics ranging from the do's and don'ts of successful investing to navigating changes to Social Security. The Momentous Wealth podcast has insights and strategies for you. I've listened to 2 of them so far, and it's really educational. So thank you, Momentous Wealth podcast, for sponsoring my YouTube channel. Highly encourage you to check it out. All right, Mount Hood forecast. I mentioned Timberline, actually 12 inches of snow now over the past 24 hours. Look at the cameras. That is snowing, right? 29 degrees up there. The passes are okay. Government Camp 33. There's Willamette Pass is wet. There's Santiam is wet and 33. The Blues out over Cabbage Hill, 37 degrees and wet. Clearly, there could be some icy spots for travel overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. With the snow level still sitting at about 4,000 feet and even a bit lower, there's at least a chance of a burst of snow shower activity overnight that could lead to some snow over the passes such as Highway 26 at Government Camp into tomorrow morning. So we'll keep an eye on that for one more morning. But look at the temperatures moving forward. By Thursday, 62, Friday, 70. Sunny all the way into the weekend. Wow. Okay. I do want to show you, so I've shown you the ridge setup the last couple of videos that's coming that will get us up into the 80s for the first time this year. None of that's changed. So I just thought I would show you. This is the Canadian model, actually. And this shows you their forecast high projection starting Thursday. So Thursday, they've got 79, 78, 77 at 5 in the afternoon, probably parts of the North Willamette Valley and up into Clark County, potentially hitting 80 degrees, which is what I'm saying. 75 when you start getting down to Southern Oregon, 78 degrees even farther south. You've got, this is Thursday, low 70s up around Seattle, 71 degree temperatures in Tillamook. Not bad. There's 60s along the Southern Oregon coast, maybe about 60 degrees for high. So now we start getting an east wind on Thursday and also on Friday. So it looks like right now, Friday will be the warmest day overall. Here's Friday at 5 p.m. Look at this, 85, 86, 87, mid to upper 80s around Portland up through Kelso, Longview, hitting 81 up in Seattle, 86 down in the Grants Pass area, at least mid 80s down in the Medford area. Look at that, 78 degrees in Tillamook, maybe 80 in Seaside. You got 71 in Newport. You've got 60 to 70 degrees down in the North Bend area. Again, it's an east wind flow on Thursday and Friday, so there will be really warm temperatures at the coast with the warmest numbers in the Inland Valley overall setting up on Friday. And there are weather models with an east wind that gives Portland a chance of hitting 90. I mean, look at some of these, the warmest numbers. This does set up to be the North Willamette Valley into the Central Valley, 87, 87, 86, maybe a 90 in there somewhere. Wow. Really, really warm stuff. Mid to the low 80s out through Pendleton and up into the Columbia Basin. There's an 80 out, I think that's Ontario. So really warming up across all areas. Now, I do want to go ahead and play this. Saturday's still pretty warm. Here's Saturday at 4 p.m. Now, by Saturday, we lose the east wind. That's why the coast is cooling off. But you've got mainly mid to upper 60s up and down the coast if you look at the temperatures. But still well up into the 80s. This likes upper 80s, in fact, near 90 on this coming Saturday for Salem up through Portland. We'll see. I've got us a little bit cooler once we lose the east wind, but if the wind's light enough, we could still be that warm. And here's Mother's Day, still sunny, still warm. Mother's Day, there's definitely more of a northwesterly wind at the coast. This shows 64 Tillamook, 59 Newport, 61 down in Florence, about 60 down through North Bend. Maybe some areas of low clouds. It's too early to tell this far out, but certainly there could be some low cloudiness along the coast on Sunday with a northwest flow pattern there, kind of a light northwest wind up and down the I-5 corridor. We could still hit 80-degree temperatures as you pick out your city. There's 83 down around the Grants Pass area down into Roseburg. Wow. All right. Let's just click on some other forecasts. Here's Bend, 54 right now. All dry. It's 51 tomorrow, 60 Wednesday, 71 Thursday, 82 on Saturday, 80 on Sunday. Central Oregon, my oh my, going to be incredibly nice. If not too warm, you know, some people don't like it that warm. Here's Seattle. They're going 63 Saturday, still lingering shower chance tomorrow, 80 on Friday, 81 Saturday, 70 cooler on Mother's Day once we start getting more of a westerly wind flow pattern, and still dry on Monday. Okay. Let's go down to North Bend. Let's see here. 58 Wednesday, 68 Thursday. East wind on Thursday, Fridays. That's absolutely sunny skies. Now, somewhere in here, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, there's at least a chance of some low clouds. And look at the cooling on Mother's Day, 58, Monday, 58, but dry weather, unless there's some low clouds, there'd be some mist or some fog, drizzle, kind of mixing in with some of that. Okay. Did we do Medford? 86 Friday, 87 Saturday, 83 Sunday, 80 on Monday. Wow. Okay. Here's my Portland 7-day forecast. So I think tomorrow the temperatures will actually be similar to today, right about 60. If anything, once the sun angle gets low, we'll really break out into a lot of sun, and later in the day, the shower chance will disappear. Weather models give us up to 1/10 of an inch of rain tomorrow. It's probably way too much, but we'll see. Tomorrow's definitely a transition day. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'll be a little surprised if we have a lot of shower activity. I think it's more of a quickly becoming few scattered shower type of day. Wednesday's all dry, 68, maybe 70. Thursday could be the first 80-degree day of the year. Friday's 86, Saturday 84, Mother's Day 82, and then partly cloudy 76 on Monday, all dry. Records real quick for PDX. Record high for Thursday is 87. Record high Friday is 90. Now, some of the models give us a chance to hit 90 on Friday. So I would say that's the one day that a record high is actually in jeopardy with an east wind. Maybe we're near 90. Record's 91 on Saturday. Record's still 90 on Sunday. Okay. I'm going to be traveling down to Florence to do a story for KGW-TV tomorrow, so I probably won't talk to you again until Wednesday. And by then, it will definitely be nothing but updating you on how warm we're going to be with the east winds moving in on Thursday and Friday. And maybe Saturday is just as warm. For now, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for subscribing.